Yo, yo, what's going on, everybody out there in fantasy land? Woo! It's your boy Quan, and I'm here with that Arctic Blast edition of, what I'm saying, your fantasy football recap. I'm about to lay it down and let you know what happened in our Dirty South 15 league. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into all the facts and figures and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yo, check it. First matchup we're going to talk about, we got the King Street Wildcats versus Christy Love's team. Okay? Now, this was a close game. The victor came out on top by 5.20 points. And it was the King Street Wildcats, 76.42 to 71.22. The key players, the top players, I should say, for each team was Gronkowski, Rob Gronkowski for the Wildcats, who scored 13.10 points, and then Kelvin Benjamin for Christy Love's team, who scored 17.90 points for her. Now, the next game, we've got Black Rain versus I Gets All the Draws. The victor in this game by 20 plus points. Black Rain coming through with the victory. All right, that's what we're talking about. You know, he can give a big thanks and a big shout out to Tom Brady, who got him 18.08 points. Might not be much for Tom Brady, but in this matchup, he got the most points on the team. And might not be what you expect, but hey, he won. You know what I'm saying? I Gets All the Draws had Andrew Luck, who got him 26.62 points. And the points may be higher, but he didn't win, so it doesn't matter. Now, next lineup, we've got those mobsters from the Valley trying to shoot up the warehouse of the Gap 92. You know what I'm saying? It's trying to pull that, you know what I'm saying, pull that robbery on them. And it didn't work because the Gap 92 came through with the victory, 109.35 to 102.74. Key players in this matchup, you got defenses. For the Gap 92, St. Louis came through with 16.50 points. And for those mobsters in the Valley, that Houston defense got them 20 points. Woo! Big points by the defenses, baby. They hard to come by. They hard to come by this year. Now, next game, we've got the D to the U to the K to the E. Got those heavy hitters, and they went against the A-Town Jags, who were in first place. You noticed that, what I said, right? Okay. Those Duke heavy hitters came through and put a pounding on the Jags and beat them 105.92 to 72.12. Who's to say what happened this week? Probably bye weeks, probably injuries. We're all being affected by it, you know what I'm saying? So what can you do? You got to live with those lumps, baby, and keep it moving. Key players in this game, Duke heavy hitters picked up Alfred Blue because we all know that Arian Foster, you know, his injury thing is starting to flare up again, and he was out of there. Alfred Blue came through and got him 19.60 points. I know you was loving that, cuz. As for the A-Town Jags, they played Roddy White this week, who did his thing with 13.50 points. Next matchup, we've got the Delta Dogs going against California's Finest. And we all know if you go against California's Finest, it's a gimme game. You're going to win that one. And Delta Dogs did not disappoint. You know what I mean? Could have been a fluke and California's Finest would have got their first victory, but it hasn't happened yet this year. So if you're going against them, be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. So Delta Dogs comes out on top like we expected. 110.16 to California Finest. 52.40. Did somebody call him yet? Please, somebody. Call him. Next year, please, no. Can't have you to know. You can be like this. In the corner. Alright? Now, Key players in this game, like I'm doing for every game. Delta Dogs had A.J. Green, who got them 20.70 points. And California's Finest had Drew Brees. Maybe not Brees-like numbers, but got them 16.50 points. Okay? Now, next game we're going to talk about, we got the ATL Kings. They went up against Too Hot for TV, which is the team that's coached by me. You know what I'm saying? We came through with a great comeback on Monday night because it looked like we were just doomed to lose, and I was just ready to take the L. But you know, a part of me was like, you know, I got Antonio Brown, I got Le'Veon Bell. You know what I'm saying? We going against Tennessee. You know, the Steelers are undefeated on Monday night. We might be able to do a little something. It was a little rough in the beginning. Tennessee was playing, doing their thing, making moves. Steelers was kind of slow to get started. But boy, let that second half tell it, baby. They came home through, baby. It came through with me. I asked them for touchdowns. They gave me touchdowns. I asked for yards. They gave me yards. Son, you know what I'm saying? Too Hot for TV comes out on top. 151.62, and might I add, that's the highest score in the league this week, to 135, .00 points for the ATL Kings. Key players in this game, like I mentioned, you know what I'm saying, he came through balling. Le'Veon Bell got me 34.20 points, baby. And ATL Kings had Jay Cutler come through for them with 32.30 points. And I had given up on Cutler, but Cutler bounced back with a sweet game. Let's just see if he can keep that up for the rest of the season, okay? Now, in the last game we're going to talk about, we got those Rough Riders, and they went up against the Uptown Scrippers. Them Scrippers be doing their thing, baby, trying to get them dollars, baby, but they didn't get none this week. As those Rough Riders came through, they tried to get them free dances. They got over on them Scrippers this week, baby. 138.74 to 122.62. The key players in this game for the Rough Riders, they had Aaron Rodgers. He got them 37.84 points. Monster. And for them Scrippers, they had Josh McCown. He played a decent game this week and got some pretty nice points, 24.32. Shoot, he scored more than Brady. Didn't do better than Cutler though, but he almost got as many points as Andrew Luck. So you gotta give him a little credit, a little props. Give him maybe a little props to the coach who put him in the game. You know what I'm saying? You need a few more points to win, but hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles. You know what I mean? Now, in the standings, and new #1 reigning team in the league as of this week. Oh, it's too hot, too hot, too hot, baby. Gotta run for shelter, gotta run for shade. Ah, yeah, baby. Yeah, I'm #1 right now, baby. It might not last long, but I am. I got that #1 spot. What y'all got to say now, ladies? I'm saying, what if you dad? They do a routine. They go, yeah, baby. Haha, I came through. You know what I'm saying? I had to rejoice a little bit. But anyway, now, also with a record of 8-3, like me, #1 team in the league, we have the A-Town Jags, the former #1 team. Okay, now, in that third spot, we've got Delta Dogs with a record of 7-4. We also have 3 more teams with the same record of 7-4, and they are as follows. The Gap 92, 4th place. In 5th place, we have Christy Love's team, and in 6th place, the King Street Wildcats. All right, we have 3 teams with a record of 6-5, and they are the ATL Kings in 7th place. In 8th place, we have the D to the U to the K to the E, Heavy Hitters. And in 9th place, we have those mobsters from the Valley, keeping it gangster. Okay, now, in 10th place, we have the Uptown Scrippers with a record of 5-6. with a record of 4-7, we have the Rough Riders in 11th place. In 12th place, we have Black Rain with a record of 3-8. And also with a record of 3-8, in 13th place, I Gets All the Draws. In last place, as always, with a record of 0-10, we have California's Finest. Okay? I hope y'all are paying attention to what's going on. Bye weeks are not over yet. Okay? You got other teams that are on bye, so like the Steelers, so this might be a little bit rough for Too Hot for TV. But anyway, wish you all luck, and I'll see you next week. Peace.